Christmas has just got over, and nothing is more fun than seeing what etymology can unveil for us regarding this time of the year. As you may know, the word Christmas itself is almost in all non-English speaking countries called Yule. It dates back to the Pagan festivals of feasting and honoring the return of the sun at midwinter that precede Christianity and Christmas. For instance, in Swedish, Norwegian and Danish, Christmas days is called Juldag. In Finnish, Christmas is called Joulu. The other forms of it can be seen as follows. These all can be tracked back in Old Norse word Yule, that itself rooted in Proto-Germanic word Yalda. But if you travel way more back in time, it turns out that these all may most probably have their roots in ancient Persian Mithraism tradition called Yalda. From most probably Old Persian Mithradat that may have been adapted by Syriac language as Milad or Yald afterwards. I explain this part more in details at the end of the video. It comprised two words, Yal meaning bears, Ya in Old Persian, Da meaning day, referring to the birth of sun that was called Mithra by Romans, Mer by Iranians, and Messiah by Christianity. Yalda celebrates the victory of light over darkness and the renewal of the sun. For more than 3,000 years, Yalda has been a big festival in all over Persia or the greater Iran, marking the winter solstice, where days gets longer from the day on. The following months, also in the Persian calendar, from 21st December to 21st January, is still called day, marking the importance of the lightness. The reason is that the outside word for Roman by the time was Persia, and as a result of cultural exchanges between East and West, Mithraism became popular among members of ancient Roman military. And they celebrated the birth of Mithras on December 25th. This holiday was called Natalis Sulis Invicti, nativity of the unconquerable sun. As a result of a mistake made by Pope Gregory in 1582, the celebration of Christmas is now 3 days behind the actual day of the winter solstice. Eventually, that date was adopted by the Christian Church as the official date of the birth of Jesus. Check Zoroastrian or Zarathustra and Mithraism. Worth to mention that in century AD, Sol Invictus was renamed into the Christian holiday of Christmas, the day of the birth of Christ, effectively of the sun, as the cross is in the circle, was an old pagan pre-Christian symbol of the sun. Worth mentioning also, according to some etymologists, Yalda may have been originated from Syriac language. However, it may indeed be the other way around, that from Old Persian entered to the Syriac language. In fact, the oldest Syriac script goes far back, none older than 1st century BC, while Old Persian scripts that are found in Persepolis goes far back to 6th century BC. There is 500 years of precedence. Over and beyond, by the time Syriac began to form, Persian Empire was well established in wide area and have already conquered and continued to rule Mesopotamia for more than a millennia, from 600 BC to almost 700 AC, where the Syriac language formed, and it is likely to consider the vast vocabulary of Persian language that have been entered into Syriac and eventually got into the political, religion, and cultural of that region. Another piece of evidence that accompanies this is that Yalda is still practicing all over the greater Iran for about a continuous 3,000 years, and its connection to Old Persian Mithraism is well documented by archaeological and linguistic evidences. While this has no placement in all over Mesopotamia, neither in past nor present. Some of Iranologists and etymologists suggested that Yal is indeed from Old Persian word Ya, meaning burst, while others consider different paths from Old Persian into Syriac that points adoption of the word Mithradat or Merdad by Syriac into Milad. which still means birth in Arabic language. Unlike Indo-European languages, Aramic and Syriac languages, including Arabic, for example, takes the Arabic root, as it's called masdar, out of the word, in this case milad, that refers to a 3 or 4 consonants-based word which represent a core meaning of the concept. In this case, VLD. Then apply it with different tonations, weights, to create different meaning. Short story, this eventually ended from milad to Yald, where the word Yal has eventually formed in Syriac language. However, both theories point that the origin of Yalda, etymologically, may have most probably its roots in Old Persian supported by other cultural, historical, and even present evidences. So in summary, Youldag, Yaldag, Yalda, the birth of the day or the day birth. Other forms of Yalda and its core meaning has entered into many other cultures and languages from east to west that may not cognate in the Indo-European or Irano-European languages, namely Jews, Armenian, Arab world, Turkic world, and not least toward even East cultures. The following you can see.